So over the last couple of nights, Surya Naga and Satchamanas have led us into 8th century Tibet, to the rugged mountains and those very earthy monasteries, and where we've met Padmasambhava. And last night we were taken into the cremation grounds. And it actually felt a very tender place to be, with that very moving story that Surya Naga, Satchamanas, told about his experience of sharing in his dad's death. Yeah. So cremation grounds, as Satchamanas was explaining, are places where bodies are laid out, decomposing bodies. And I can imagine that they're pretty terrifying places to be. So there's probably wild animals, feasting, scrapping over dead bodies. And yet, if we can stay in the cremation ground, we might encounter something else. So if we listen, we might be able to hear some laughter, not tittering laughter, but full-bellied laughter. And I'm not going to try that. And we might catch a glimpse of this dishevelled hair and a naked body, just flashes and glimpses. And what we're encountering is the darkening, which is a figure which is very, very closely associated with Padmasambhava. So here we have a darkening, Vajrayogini. This dancing figure, naked. I wasn't quite sure whether to bring this with me tonight, because I thought, nakedness in the LBC shrine room. And there's something about this this painting which I find quite exciting, but also quite confronting. I mean, for obvious reasons. But for me, this figure represents unleashing boundless energy. So there's a sense of movement and aliveness and vitality and freedom. And that freedom comes because she is in touch with direct experience. And I think that's represented. She's trampling on a dead figure. She's seen through. She's no longer attached. So she's gone beyond impermanence and found a sense of liberation. So Satchamanas was talking about love and well, she's in love with life. She's holding the bliss, this nectar. She's got this skull cup. And she's in love with life. She's dancing in bliss. So that's our vision. That is our vision. A figure that has unleashed boundless energy. And that figure is also our potential. That if we're able to stay in the cremation ground of our life, if we're able to be with fear more and more fully, we can harness the energy and be really coursing in vitality and vibrancy and the joy of living, because that is there. That is there. And we all want that, don't we? We all want that. We want to live joyful lives. The spiritual life is not just about piety or renunciation. It's about opening up to our full potential and also being in relation to others' full potential as well. So that's our vision. Oh, by the way, this was painted by an order member called Tara Karunya, and it was gifted to someone who then gifted it to me in turn. Yeah. Yeah. So I have this in my bedroom by my bed, and yeah, and when I have at times sort of lent her to people. And I've really missed that presence. I think Amelie Odin, do you remember this? Because I used to have it on my desk at Karanar. Yeah. So that's Vajra Yogini. But I have to say that my kind of gem of inspiration for what I'm going to share with you is somewhat more mundane. So I was given this title of Unleashing Boundless Energy. What do I say? And well, anyway, so I live quite close to Victoria Park, and I really like Victoria Park because I can get a good 10,000 steps. If I walk around more or less around the perimeter, I can get in my 10,000 steps a day. But one of the things I also enjoy about going into the park is seeing all these dogs. And a lot of those lockdown puppies are now fully grown dogs. And I just really enjoy how they express themselves. And so, you know, you get some dogs, they're straining on the lead to be let off the lead. And you sort of see them and think, oh God, I wouldn't want to live with that. And then they're let off the lead and they just run at full pelt, seemingly going nowhere. It's like, what are they doing? They're just letting off this energy. And then other dogs, they're quite sociable, aren't they? And they're all jumping all over each other. And other dogs are really following a scent. And it occurred to me that in a way, our minds are quite similar. And what we do with our energy is quite similar, in that we're following this thread or we're following that thread. And we can often feel quite scattered. I mean, life can be quite demanding, can't it? And it's felt particularly demanding over the last couple of years. And we can get very pulled in different directions. We have busy lives, and that's probably why a lot of us come to the centre. We want a taste of something different. And even just coming along to the Buddhist Centre for an evening can have a well, I find that it can really shift my mental state just being around people, meditating with others. And we can experience that even more deeply when we go on retreat. So yes, scattered minds, like dogs in the park. And I was left with the question, so how do we harness our energy? How do we harness our energy? And so in a way, Dana Uttar was talking about virya last night. How do we harness our energy and make it work for us and transform it into virya, which is energy in pursuit of the good? And in a way, that for me sort of means that we're using our energy well. We're using our energy. We're bringing awareness to how we're living and what we're choosing to do with our minds and our life. So what I want to explore with you this evening is the 5 tantric precepts. The 5 tantric precepts. And so I'll read them out to you, but my understanding is that they came from a talk that Sangharakshita, who is the founder of the Triratna Buddhist order, gave in 1976. I didn't get the reference, the name of the talk, but what I love about them is that they're really practical and really, really relational. And the Dakini is also a metaphor for Sangha, how we communicate with one another, how we really explore ourselves with one another more and more fully. So, I need my notes at this point. I'm going to put her down for a little while. So I'll read them out to you. So the 5 tantric precepts. Number 1, do not obstruct the energy of another person. Do not obstruct the energy of another person. Number 2, and I will explore these, I'll come back to them. Do not drain the energy of others and give freely of your own energy. So do not drain the energy of others and give freely of your own energy. Number 3, do not misuse energy. Do not misuse energy. Number 4, use for whatever purpose the energy appropriate for that purpose, not inappropriate. Using for whatever purpose the energy appropriate for that purpose, not inappropriate. I think that might need a little bit of unpicking. And number 5, do not allow energy to become turgid and keep it bright and clear. Do not allow energy to become turgid and keep it bright and clear. So, let's explore these. So like I was saying, I think these are really, really practical and really, really relational. So, do not obstruct the energy of another person. So in a way, this is saying, let's try not to get in each other's way. Yeah? So we might have a friend, for example, and we can see that they're struggling with something, and we feel we know them well enough and we're really clear what they should do. Really? Who's it really about? Who's that really about? Yeah? Do we really need to give advice, or do we just offer encouragement? Do we just offer encouragement? Yeah. Rather than trying to fix another human being. I think there's something in here as well there's something about generosity for me. It's another example. So in a way, generosity is energy. And I think this is a cultural thing, but if someone offers us something, I think we can go, oh, no, and we get into this little dance of no. If someone wants to give you something, accept it. Straightforwardly. Just accept it. Yeah, so just accept what someone wants to give you, straightforwardly. Yeah, no need for that little tussle. Do we recognise that? Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking of a little anecdote about my nan and my mum. And my mum and I used to take my nan food shopping, and then we'd go and have an afternoon tea afterwards. And they'd get into this whole, I want to pay for it, no, I want to pay for it, no, I want to pay for it. And I'd be sitting there, and then they'd get quite annoyed with each other. And one time, just before we were about to go out food shopping, I just said to them, look, today, Mum, you're going to pay for the afternoon tea, and next week, Nan, you'll pay for it. So it's just, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I'm fond of them, really. But you know what families are like. Okay. So number 2, do not drain the energy of others and give freely of your own energy. Do not drain the energy of others and give freely of your own energy here. And I was thinking about this in terms of communication, and about awareness of ourselves and others in communication. And I wonder if we have these tendencies whereby maybe we can talk about ourselves a lot and lose awareness of ourselves in communication. Or maybe we're someone that's doesn't share much about ourselves. So maybe some of us need to say less and others need to say a little bit more, you know? Yeah. And I think here it's also how we express ourselves. So if something's going on, do we get into a bit of a rant? And then we rant again, and we rant again. And I think that's fine, but we do need to bring awareness to it and just be careful how we express our negativity, because that can be quite draining. It can be quite draining for ourselves as well. Yeah. So, number 3, do not misuse energy. So I was thinking here about taking responsibility for ourselves and getting to know our demons and what our habits and our tendencies are, and how we distract ourselves. And again, I want to stress that, like, living a spiritual life is not about being overly pious. We can live lives that are fun and joyful. We all want that, right? But what will give rise to energy that is positive and bright? Positive and bright. So what do we do with our time and our energy? What are we feeding our mind with and our body? So I think here it's like, what gives rise to more positive energy, not less. And that will be different for all of us. That will be different for all of us. So maybe for some of us it'll be going out into nature, going for walks in parks and looking at dogs. Or maybe going to an exhibition, sort of being around art, or even listening to music. And I think here, what's just occurring to me is the value of going on retreat here. And I think for me, over the years, going on retreats has had lots of different effects, but one of them for me is I've learnt what I really value, So for me it's important to be around beauty, and I experience that in nature. So retreats can be helpful in that way, for showing us what we really value. And in terms of habits and tendencies, I mean, one of the little demons in my cremation ground at the moment is, and that does sap my energy, is, so I've stopped myself from using Netflix. I'm not using Netflix anymore, but I do watch things on iPlayer. And there's this on these series, between episodes, the next episode will appear in 15, 14, 13 seconds. You get that? And I just go passive. And I really have a choice there about what I do. And then 3 episodes later, I'm sitting there. But I really have a choice, and I'm not taking responsibility for myself in that moment. And then when I find that I've gone down that rabbit hole, I do feel a bit turgid. My mind just feels a bit dull. So, but I think I just want to switch off sometimes. I just want to switch off. That's a way of switching off and just like zoning out. Yeah. So, number 4. Using for whatever purpose the energy appropriate for that purpose, not inappropriate. Using for whatever purpose the energy appropriate for that purpose, not inappropriate. So I think this is about effort and bringing awareness to effort, and we probably again all got tendencies around this. So do we have a habit of applying a bit too much effort? Are we a little bit too willed? And I think as meditators, it's this is where this sort of tendency can really show up. So meditation, are we a little bit willed or wanting to control experience? Do we push a bit too much? And I think that's probably connected because we're trying too hard because we want a particular outcome. And can we actually tune in to what's happening rather than what we expect or want to happen? And maybe But others of us, we need to apply a little bit more effort. Maybe we just sort of sit there in that soupy kind of meditating, well, it's not really meditative, is it? Kind of that soupy kind of fantasy world. Yeah. Yeah. And it made me think of a time when I did a Karana appeal. I've done a couple of Karana appeals. Do people know what Karana is?
No.
No. Karana is a charity, and it raises funds through door knocking for the Dalit community, for social projects supporting the Dalit community in India. And they run Karana appeals. There's 6-week appeals where you come together, you live together, you have all this training, you're meditating, and in the evening you go out door knocking. And one of the things that I really loved is that you're taught about how to match people's energy. So you can knock on a door, and probably someone's just got home from work, they want to feed their kids, they want to feed themselves, they're a bit harassed. If you come in with a booklet going, I'm fundraising for a charity, it's going to be a little bit too much. Or if you just stand there going, oh hello, are you really busy? I'm being really apologetic. So there's somehow matching someone's energy and not coming in with your own agenda. So you're being led by the person that you're meeting. And you're probably going to be the first person that's really been like that for them all day, and it can have quite an effect on people. So it's about using your energy skillfully. And it was really beautiful what could happen. So someone could come to the door in quite a harried way, and you could just be with them. And then something would shift and something would change. And a connection would open up. So I really recommend doing a Karana appeal for that reason, yeah. That beauty of connection. Okay. So number 5. Do not allow energy to become turgid. Great word, turgid. And to keep it bright and clear. Keep it bright and clear. So turgid to me, I haven't looked it up in the dictionary, suggests quite a dull, sinking, even grey state, quite dull energy, dull, sinking, maybe even a little bit sleepy. So I just lost my train of thought. I know for me, going back to my demon of the 15-second thing, that too much digital input can really have that effect on me. And just being too busy. So I was someone that I could do multitasking really, really well. And I'd really be complimented on it. I could manage a lot of different things and keep a lot in my head, keep the metaphorical plates spinning. But actually, that wasn't good for me. It made me anxious and harried and irritable. So now I know that I just really, as much as I can, not take on too much. Not take on too much. Otherwise I'll get into quite a dull, exhausted place. Yeah. So I think here, again, we need to take responsibility for our mental states and our emotions and know what energy we've got available to us so we can apply it well. And it reminds me here of there's another teaching of Sangharakshita's about the path of regular steps and the path of irregular steps, and that in a way we just need to commit to meditating regularly and feeling the benefits of that, going on retreat and feeding positive mental states. It's quite simple, we just need to commit to doing that. Okay. So that's the 5 tantric precepts. So you might have a sense of some ideas about how to use energy well. But in a way, I want to sort of leave you with some questions for reflection. So I want to come back to Padmasambhava, who is this sort of potent, quite charismatic figure representing freedom and transformation. So we might like the idea of change, but do we really want to commit to changing? Do we really want to commit to changing? And what gets in the way? And we need to come back to that all the time and ask ourselves that again and again and again. Do we really want to change, and what gets in the way? So where do we and why do we hold ourselves back? Why do we hold ourselves back? And where do we stop ourselves? So a lot of my life I've worked with sort of self-consciousness and a little bit of shyness. And I remember being on a retreat, and I kind of had this upwelling of love for people on retreat, and I wanted to express that. Like putting a little flower on people's meditation cushion. But I stopped myself. And I really regretted that. I really regretted it. And I was talking to a friend afterwards, and her preceptor was Sangharakshita, the founder of Triratna. And apparently he had said that if we feel the urge to be generous, we just need to act on it. Don't suppress that energy, because it has such a positive effect in the world. And that's always really stayed with me. So where do we stop and where do we suppress? Where do we stop ourselves and suppress ourselves? Yeah. So I guess I just want to leave us with this idea of how can we get our energy working for us rather than against us? How can we harness our energy? And that's going to be different for all of us. It's going to be very, very different. So yeah. So I guess you could say energy is a way of expressing ourselves in the world with each other. And here we have that figure coursing, who has unleashed boundless energy. And do we really want to live from that place? Do we really want to express that in the world? So, we're back in the cremation ground. You've encountered the Darkini, Vajrayogini. she reaches out her hand to you. So do you accept the darkener's hand? Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. We've got time just to sit again, just to let the words just sort of sink in. Let the words sink in, and then I'll lead us in the Padmasambhava mantra, and do feel free to come up and give offerings to the shrine, Yeah. And maybe just again use the mantra chanting as a way of connecting with your energy. Yeah. Just notice and let's see what arises. Yeah. Okay, so getting as comfortable as you can again. So allowing the words and the images and the questions to just drop into your experience, into your body. Just allow all that to settle. Noticing how you are. Your heart, mind. Just seeing if you can open up to a sense of stillness. And allowing the mantra to come from that stillness. Om Mahum Vajraguru Padmasiri Hum. 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 Om Mahum Vajraguru
Padmasambhava, Om Om Vajra Guru 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 Padmasambhava. Om Ahom Rajaguru 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 Padmasambhava. Padmasambhava. Om Om Rajaguru Padmasambhava.
Okay, so that's it for this evening. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us online as well. We'll be back at 7 a.m. in the morning for morning meditation and breakfast, and the Sangha space will be open at about 8:30. So, and yeah, do keep coming. So tomorrow night, Dinata's giving a talk on demons. Where is Dinata? Is he here? What's the title of your talk?
Taming your demons.
Whoa, taming your demons. Whoa, yes. So, thank you very much for coming. And there'll be a couple of people on the door with bowls. So, if you've given already, thank you very much. If you would like to give a donation to support the Sangha space, please do so. It'd be greatly appreciated. So, we've run over time. So we'll leave it there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank God we answers.